Man, I tell you, this Pisces lunar eclipse felt like a doozy. I feel like many of us had to stop and take each step by another step and another step. And a lot of us feel like we had to do something that we didn't necessarily want to do, or that we didn't expect. At least we didn't expect. And, you know, it's this irony where we understand that on the long run, it's actually better for us. It's going to put us in a position and set us up for the long term as we stop dealing with short-term symptoms of nuisance, annoyance every day, and find a source level solution. And that's what Pisces is about. It's about a source level solution. No longer dealing with the day-to-day trials and errors of duty in a way that you don't overcome and supersede where you currently were, whether that's in a past life or even in this life that you keep repeating as a pattern from another reality. So understand that grace, forgiveness, kindness with yourself, compassion and empathy with others, as well as cooperation, is going to be critical, because we still got that Libra energy in the sky. Another eclipse coming. All right, so just hold on and live on. This is what I'm talking about. The bus skipped me at the bus station twice, and so now I go to get a bike. I'm all the way uphill. I get the bike 2 streets away. As soon as I get the bike unlocked, a bus passes. So I'm like, oh, you want to take 30 minutes in between the last time? Got me getting wet, my pants getting wet, because it rained crazy last night. And you want to skip me twice at the same stop I've been getting the bus already. And then I see the bus in front of me the whole time now on the bike. Now, I'm basically traveling almost the same speed, almost the same time, for quadruple the effort. Got me behind. I'm actually gonna make it on time for when I said, but I was looking to come early to my meeting. But this is what I'm talking about. Roll with the punches and understand that what's for you is for you. All right? What's for you is for you. This is the truth. This is the proof. So I had to take the bus again, and it's about a week or so later, and here's the lesson, the moral of why patience matters. And you gotta just take your time, step by step. I was in the wrong spot. Whose fault is that? Nobody else but my own. Yeah, the Google Maps told me to wait at this particular bus location, but all the locals waited at a different location 1 street away. And that little small step, it just reminded me to remind you that you got to be in the right spot at the right time, right? There's a time and a place for everything. We've heard that. So in honor of Virgo and Pisces season, this thought came to mind about beliefs. Beliefs being Pisces, but how we practice those beliefs in real life being Virgo. And when we believe something so strongly, like I'm right, you know, or you're wrong, it can send us into a whirlwind of chaos that doesn't really allow us to manage that chaos and bring it to a place of fruition, as long as we're stressing about staying attached and stuck on something that is just a belief, not a universal truth, right? I believed I was in the right spot at the right time, but it wasn't the local truth. That's Gemini, and how it has a tension-based square to Gemini and Virgo, and Gemini and Pisces. Okay, we got to learn to stay multifaceted, all right, agile, adaptable, and realize that what you do each day, it gets better with time, and you'll learn how to position yourself in the right place at the right time, around the right people, around the right voices. And for me, this is the full moral of the story, and this is shamanism to me at its finest, where, you know, it took an extra week for me to figure this out, and patience, and to be aware of over complaining, because I caught myself wanting to complain a little bit, and I was like, you know what, step back and see the larger picture. And that's the last square energy to Sagittarius. Okay, see the bigger picture, and everything you do, see the higher truths. And for me, in this moment, the higher truth is I don't always know the right place to be, but I'm willing to shift, adjust, and put myself there over time. Love.